We are going to study class 4 EVS chapter 6 water, nature's precious gift. Okay, water is lifeline for all living things. Nobody can survive without water. Okay, now we are going to read about this. Earth is the only planet in the solar system which has water. Thus water is valuable natural resources. About 71% of Earth's surface is covered with water. Most of the water on the Earth's surface is in oceans, seas, gulfs, and bays. This water is salty in taste. About 3% of the total water available on the Earth is fresh water. Now we are going to read about source of water. Okay, water is present in rivers, lakes, ponds, seas, and oceans. Where does this water come from? Let us learn about the source of water one by one. Okay, now first source is rain. As you know, water from Earth's surface evaporate, and these water evaporate from clouds. These evaporate condensations and come down as water in form of rain. Okay, most of the rainwater flow into rivers and most of the gets collected in lakes, ponds and streams. River flow into a sea and water from seas merge into oceans. Rain is the main source of water. Rainwater is the purest from water, but as it reaches the surface of earth, it becomes impure on mixing with dust, smoke, mud, germs, etc. Now we are going to talk about ocean and seas. Okay, most of the water found on the earth is in ocean and seas. Ocean forms the large water bodies on the earth, but the sea and ocean water cannot be used for drinking, washing, and irrigation due to its high salt contents. Okay, now we will going to read about ponds, lakes, and reservoirs. A pond is a small body of still water surrounded by land. Most ponds provide habitat for aquatic plants and animals. On the other hand, a lake is a large body of still water surrounded by land. Most of the lakes are fed and drained by river and streams. Lakes can have fresh water or salt water. A reservoir is a man-made lake that is created when a dam is built across a river. River water collect behind the dam forming reservoir. Now we are going to study about streams and rivers. In summer, ice and snow melt high upon a mountains. It form water which comes down from mountains as streams and river. Water from rivers and streams flow into the sea. The Ganga and the Brahmaputra rivers flow down from the Himalayas with water from glaciers and melting snow. Groundwater. Now we will read about groundwater. Okay, some of the rainwater goes underground. A part of this underground water is taken up by plants and the rest is taken out from well, hand pumps and tube wells. Now we are going to read about wells and tube wells. When it rains, some of the water seeps through the soil and reaches below the ground. We can take out this groundwater through well and tube wells. In villages, well water is used for domestic needs and agriculture. Water which is not very deep is drawn up with the help of rahat or Persian wheel. Sometimes the groundwater is very deep. In such a case, a deep bore is dug with the help of drilling machines. Tubes are sunk into these bores. Water is brought up with the help of pump by electricity. Such wells are called tube well. Now we are going to read about hand pumps. Groundwater can also be drawn out with the help of hand pumps. The handle of the pump has to be pushed up and down with hand to draw water. Now we will read about uses of water. Okay, you all use water. Now we are going to read about it. Okay, water is useful to us in many ways. Man, animals and plants need water for survival. A man requires about 2.5 liters of water daily for drinking. Our body temperature is regulated when we sweat. Besides drinking, we need water for other domestic activities like cleaning, washing, bathing, and cooking. Water is a main means of transportation. Water is used in many sports like swimming, water polo, etc. In agriculture, water is used for irrigation and germination of seeds. Water is used for moving flour mills. Water provides a home of many plants, animals as well as human beings. Many people in Kashmir live in the houseboats that float on rivers or lakes. Large amount of water is required in industries such as drugs, paper, fertilizer, petroleum, refineries. Water is required for construction of buildings and for firefighting. Water is also used in radiators of cars to keep the car engines cool. Now we are going to read about safe water for drinking. Okay. Water in lakes, rivers and underground often contain impurities and hence cannot be consumed directly without purification. Towns and cities have water purification plants. Water from various sources are brought here for filtration. Water passes through layer of sand, gravel and charcoal that help to remove small particles. After it is filtered, a small amount of chlorine of other disinfectants and added to kill any bacteria or microorganism present in water. The water is then placed in a closed tank or savior. The purified water is then supplied to houses and offices in the town and cities. Now we will read about making water further safe for drinking. Okay, we should further make a purified water safe for use in the following way. First, boiling, and second is adding chemicals. Okay, boiling. In this method, water is boiled rigorously for 20 minutes. This destroys the disease causing germs present in water. This water should be cooled, filtered and then stored in a clean covered pots and as in pans. Now adding chemicals in water tanks at home and public swimming pools. To make the water safe for use, bleaching powder or chlorine is added. Bleaching powder generates chlorine which help in killing germs. Now filtering. Nowadays many water filters are available in the market. They are used in homes, school and offices for making water safe to drink. They are directly fitted or connected to a tap or storage filters. The traditional domestic water filter is a porous pot made of clay. It can be seen in villages even today. Ways to save water. Water is very precious. It should never be wasted. Some of the ways to conserve water are as follows. First, rainwater harvesting is one of the way in which we can conserve water. It means collecting rainwater and storing the underground for later usage. This water can be used for flushing toilet, washing cars and the floor, watering plants and construction activities. We can follow simple steps in our home to conserve water. We should check for any leaking pipes and repair or replace them immediately. We should close the tap after use. Use only the amount of water that we need. We should use bucket of water for bathing instead of using shower or allowing water to flow unnecessarily from the tap. Get the leaking tap repaired. We should plant more and more trees. Trees help to bring rain. Every drop of water count, so conserve it.